Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to talk about expansive light fields, and that's going to be the conversation, I think, kind of what I'm sensing is from here on out, because that's what we're understanding ourselves to be, creating our own light fields, swimming and dancing within new light fields that we create and co-create. And it's truly, really lovely energy as we welcome October 1st into our energy fields and into our etheric chambers and into the grounding of this lovely energy that we're offered in this fall frequency. We will be talking a lot about light, and I love everything to do with light. I love everything to do with energy. I love everything to do with the universal energy and how we are entangled and entwined and enmeshed with all that is. And it usually comes to me in beautiful gold and yellow and pristine white light. So yellow will be our color for today that we are entangling with. The temple frequencies, these sacred temple frequencies that we're going to start enmeshing into these shows so that you can truly feel aligned and soak within the love that is being offered in every moment in your life. And you can start to pull out and practice how you use color in your daily life, how you use the essence of color, how you use the essence of light in your daily life. This is how we create our light fields. And we're going to talk a little bit expanded in this light field concept, because as higher dimensional beings, we already know this. We are remembering it in human form. So we're going to allow ourselves to self-discover in new ways, to seek the frequencies within the cellular work of all that we are, because the cells know, and we can ignite new cell growth with these remembrances. One of the questions that we move through often in the manifestation process and dancing within our own light field is, how do we know what our excitement is? How do we know what our divine blueprint and our destiny is? Because we've never really been taught this way of thought. How do we know what I'm truly excited about, what I'm here for? And you're often being given these excitements and these direct links and these cues and gifts from the higher self. The higher self knows how to direct you and what to move you on next, based on where you're at with your pacing, based on where you're at with your healing and your release. But there'll always be triggers and cues that will show you where to move on next, what to imbue next. You're always gifted these offers and these cues in a myriad of ways, symbolically always. Sometimes there are opportunities, sometimes it's a phone call, sometimes you're offered these things synchronistically. However, it's always up to us as divine living light beings, now that we know, because we've been talking about these things for a few years now, and the books that we've put out have all been rewritten in this way so that it can allow you easier access to maneuver around the various things that you choose to create and manifest and experience. This is the physical experience of potentiation. So there's a myriad of aspects and multidimensional ways to look at life. And so in this, your excitements will be directly related to the gifts that you've chosen to write for yourself and the destiny that you've chosen to walk upon and experience and express and emit. And these gifts will usually be in some way or fashion in creative form. Usually. They may be creative aspects of art. They may be creative aspects of writing, the written word, the spoken word. It may be as a light holder or a light keeper in some way, and understanding the light emissions and light fields and light frequencies that you move with on other frequencies in higher dimensional realms. It might be a passion for the planet and understanding grids, and therefore you can use those creative understandings and machinations to move into understanding with how our planet is changing, the topography is changing in every way, whether it's within the oceans or on the crust and the mantle level. All of these things can be used in these ways, and it will unfold quite naturally if you're allowing all that is to be a part of you and flow from the Sacred Heart Center and be very fluid and accepting and open to it, because your higher self will gift you with exactly what you need when you need it. Those that are already on the path and really truly loving their passion and their exploration of spirit, their exploration of energy, usually if they're on the path of ascension and they're doing their path work and they're moving through the explorative process, then they'll usually just kind of fit right into where they really want to be. Because that's just the process of exploration and self-seeking. You're seeking within for all of the wisdom that you know, and you're going to end up devising and kind of maneuvering your own path as to what your gift truly is. You'll find that you'll be attracted to certain metaphysical tools or symbols or writings that can further allow you to explore your passions in new ways. So you'll always be gifted that excitement element. And it's always key to go back to the excitement and the passion about what truly excites you and gets the cells within you vibrating at a higher oscillation. Because those are the frequency colors and the emanations of light that create the light field that you step upon, that you move within, that you dance within, which thus then reflects the electromagnetic response back to you in kind, in every way. And allowing ourselves to understand in this way that the emotions that we move through as divine living light beings and humans, we're now allowing ourselves to accept because we've gone through the process. We're allowing ourselves to accept the more loving and balanced and delightful emotions of joy and bliss. And we can start imbuing the thought projections and our manifestation initiations, if you will, your own temple work, your own path work. Create the emanations and the thought projections that now imbue these beautiful new emanations of bliss and love and joy. Because if you've been on the path, you'll know those moments of particle frequencies. And we'll call them memory, but they're particle frequencies. And you've experienced true bliss, where that moment you've been moved beyond an energy frequency, or you've done a great healing, or something that's allowed you to feel that great love and connection with Source. And so this is allowing us to understand the gifts that are within the thought projections that we can create if we so desire, and imbue it and catalyze it with beautiful emotions of all that we are, and how that then dances with the greater field of cosmic webbing and the cosmic dance that exists, that we now exist within, that we're now aware of. It's not just the human, existing upon a planet in an open galaxy. We are fields of light. We are fields of electromagnetic energy. We are fields of potentiation. And we can thread ourselves in this way by creating thought projections and emanations from the Sacred Heart Center in all that we do, taking it up to a new level of manifestation and creation, which is what these energies are all about at this particular time. The balancing of all that we are in beautiful form, unionizing it with that trinity of the body, the mind, and the soul, whether it's the higher mind or the physical mind, whether it's the physical body or the etheric body. All of these aspects are a part of us and working as one in similitude through the pillar of light. And this pillar of light is so very key for those that are really keen on manifesting higher dimensional light frequencies, because this pillar of light is our portal, if you will, that we reach up into the universal cosmic universal mind, and we start entangling with the encodations and the frequencies of that Christed body that we then bring down into the pillar of light and have it embed within us. This is when the cells and the particles and all that is energetic in form starts renewing and recreating anew. That's the alchemic process. But we have to initialize it. We have to act on it. And that's what we do these temple classes for, and what I will be diving into more fully as the gifts that I desire to explore, because I'm excited about it. And I desire to really explore all of the human potential in every facet that creates all that we are, the physical, the etheric, the beautiful emanations that we have to create. And there's no limit. The understanding of limit that you can create in this moment of now of beautiful love, limitless. It's unique to each and every one of you, and each and every one of you will create something different. And that's what's so profound. That's what the excitement of God comes from in all of creation, is so many unique aspects of understanding of love and light. And will allow you to close your eyes for this quick visualization and your alignment with your own gift. So allow yourself to visualize yourself as a beautiful light field. And it can be whatever color that you're attracted to in this moment of now, because your higher self will gift you with a color that will be right for you. So always trust your higher self, because your higher self knows what to do with your body and your alignment and your own healing. Allow yourself to breathe within every breath and feel that oneness and unity with the heartbeat of Gaia. Entangle with the universal mind and allow all that you are to be grounded in the sands and soils of Gaia as you exhale. Meeting with oneness in her heartbeat as you connect with her very core. Within every heartbeat, you are one with Gaia. You begin to feel the light field that you are start to move in a fluid motion in a spiraling motion, if you will. And you begin to start to imagine and create machinations of these golden threads just dangling outside of your field, just allowing itself to touch base with all that is. And it's not doing anything just yet because you haven't projected anything that's exciting for you in a passion or color or emotion with it just yet. But you know that those threads are there. Those threads' role is to assist you in manifesting, into experiencing spirit in its wholeness, in its unity. And you know these golden threads can do anything and go anywhere at any speed, any frequency. You allow it to be enmeshed and embedded with the loving frequencies of the light field of all that is. You are embedded with it, and it is embedded with you. And yet you have total freedom and liberation to move as you wish. This beautiful light field oscillating with golden threads that are dangling in every corner and every aspect of that beautiful field that you are. You're then gifted by a vision of a beautiful master in front of you. And this master could be any one of the masters that you choose that has divine eminence and that resonance from the heart center, and offering you a beautiful gift, a beautiful decorated box, if you will, just for you. And your light field starts to light up and spark. And you feel the threads of excitement begin to pulsate and start to stretch out. And as this beautiful gift is gifted to you by this lovely master, and the love is just pouring and seeping from this master for all that you are, there's an understanding and immediate recognition of knowingness between one another at the heart level. And there's so much excitement you can't wait to open what this gift is. And what does it mean for the field of all that you are to then express a new aspect of you? And excitedly, the master offers you this gift and says, go on, open it, it's for you. And your light field then oscillates. The cells and the particles start to move faster, and you start to heat up. And you can see the light sparks dancing and playing. And you open up this beautiful box that's been decorated so carefully and with great love and great passion and time and care. And within this box, you see this beautiful glow. And there's a color and a texture to it. And the master sends you a loving emanation from the heart center and says, this is your gift. This is what you chose as your gift to come here with. And immediately say, oh yes, this is my gift, isn't it? And at that moment that you view this gift in this beautiful box given to you by the masters, that you've chosen, that you've designed, that you've orchestrated, your whole light field changes. There's recognition at the cellular level. Sparks of divinity start moving throughout your light field. All that you've known has always been there. But the emanations from a master to you, so that you can relax into your own knowingness that you've created it, that you've mastered it, and you're now ready to take that next step, regardless of how long you've been on this path. All that you seek and all that you see things in, a vision that's gifted to you, is looking back at you. How are you seeing that look back at you? What does it see in you? All aspects of creation is in this way. It's holographic. Another aspect of you looking at you. And how are you filled with compassion and reverence and gratitude? And how often do we give gratitude throughout our day? Gratitude is so very key to create the manifestations that continue growth, that continue expression, that continue expansion. And as you receive, you say, thank you, God, thank you, creation, for allowing me to see this gift of all that I am so that I may expand even further. Those are the emotions, those are the ignition emotions that assist you in stretching beyond and creating new light fields to dance within. Grace, compassion, gratitude, appreciation, and love. Those are the catalytic emotions that we're gifted with. The more that you unveil all that you are, You gain understanding and growth and expansiveness and self-love and awareness and self-acceptance, allowing you to feel more deeply in these lovely, colorful emotions that humanity is so very well known for. And this is why we can paint such a beautiful canvas, because these emotions are so much a part of us. And it makes us happy to express. It makes us happy to be, to dance in that union of all that is. We're understanding the physical form. We can create, we can manifest, we can alter, we can shift, we can nurture, we can create new health within every cell. Every time a cell is brought to new life, you can create the intent that that cell be pure with health and wellness and efficiency in processing light codes. These are mastery skills of heightened frequencies. When your cells are ready to create, allow the voice of all that you are to connect with new cell growth and create efficiency in that growth. When you lie in bed at night, allow the voice of gratitude and love and that partnership with God to start creating the cell growth while you sleep in regeneration mode. You have the power to do this. Now you have the awareness to do this. It's free will and intent that you move on it, that you catalyze it. That's why we are here. This is how we begin creating new healthy systems from the inside out. It begins at the cellular level. And we create it, we catalyze it, we initiate it through the divine dance of all that we are, for we know that there is marriage in all things, is there not? We are fluid with love, and that love is within every cell, and that cell is within every particle. That particle is within every vessel, every aspect or organ, or body of water, or body of planetary substance, and we can expand it out to the universal factor, if we so wish, to the all, the multiverse. For we are shown within it all. And how are we going to ignite it with our thought projections of eminence and divinity? Who are you in that eminence? And what can you color with it? What can you emit with it from the center of your heart? Pour your emotions of love into all that you desire to create. That stretches you beyond what you were. Because there is no stronger frequency than love. It's the magnifier and creator of all things as God is. And that's what we pour into all that we are, so that things befall us and unveil to us. And there's no chasing involved. There's no anxiety or worry. It's here.